Hey guys, welcome to a new build video. I made this base and I was supposed to post it last week, but the update came on Thursday and it kind of messed up some of the privilege on the base build. Yeah, what can you do? And then I tried to develop it, so from a solo base, it's now a duo trio base. But still, I know it turned into something I know you like. Some of the differences from the previous build and this one is that, well, the cost and upkeep rose a bit, and that kind of sucks if you're, well, you know, playing as a solo. So now, it's a dual trio base like I've said. And I'm still pretty sure that you love this one. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
So I will chase it, I will be courageous.
Waking up, every day's tough. I'm just hoping I can make it through the same stuff. Got a bad job, got no love. Feel so alone, feel so stuck. Gotta find something to look forward to. Anything to keep my mind off what I'm going through. But I don't know where to start, what's the first move? Maybe I just try a bunch of different things soon. Yeah, that could be the trick. 100 different things, I mean one has gotta stick. But how exactly do I pick? If I'm good at it, like a really good fit, or maybe passion is it? Something I could do every day, never miss. Something that I love that could feel like a gift. Forget about the money and just find what it is.
Can I face this? Can I make it? I feel faithless, wish I could replace this. I need changes, I wanna be the greatest. So I will chase it, I will be courageous.
Okay, let's start with the tour. So you have your bunkered external here, which houses your TC, and that's your upkeep. And then there's this barrel and also your vending machine. The barrel is for you to be able to jump in a lot easier and jump out. So the disconnect, you've seen this before, I'm going to demonstrate it this time. So just basically do this and it disconnects, and then you can reconnect it like so. Alright. Okay, coming into one of the gatehouses, you see these peaks that are looking into the furnace wall, and it also gives you peek into the funnel inside. So yeah, you also have this barrel which you can store loot in, or you could go ahead and automate to push loot inside. So for example, this wall is broken. Basically, people cannot push in without breaking the 5 rocket large furnace. I don't know why it's 5 rockets, but it is. So yeah, so from there you can go ahead and shoot people. And even if they go ahead and, for example, let's say they destroy this large furnace, right? They're gonna have to go through here and greeted by a turret right there. And if they go any further, there's also another turret on top of this gatehouse. Alright, so yeah. And pushing in here as well, there's gonna be some shotgun traps that they have to go around, which would also make their movement into your base a little bit slower as well. Okay, so going into our mini shell, oops, lag. Alright, so you're greeted by these planters and these drop boxes as well, and with hidden shotgun traps. Normally those shotgun traps won't be able to shoot you, but in this case you'll see in the build video that they can. You also have some inner turrets here that can see all the way through the shell. So you go in here, and this is going to be our entrance into main core, or your starter rather, and it's bunkered. So we're going to go to that later. Let's go upstairs and see the second floor. Second floor is basically just some loot rooms and some vending machines as well. As you can see, you can go ahead and set up these loot rooms the way you want. There's also some electric furnaces and some normal furnaces for you to early start and use as a jump up. And then going up here is our first bedroom. So in the bedroom, you have these barrels that basically make this work as like a mini core, and you have your lockers there as well. And this is your peek down, a little bit of peek outside, and then mostly it's gonna be your peek into the shell as well, as you can see. Alright, and this is 2 doors, so the other side also gives you different angle as well. So if you go here, you'll see right there, outside as well. Not that much, but hey, every sneaky peek is a sneaky peek. You have a roof peek there, And technically this is going to be your roof right here. This is your roof space. That's another peak upstairs, and there's a turret covering this bedroom. Alright, so coming up, you basically have these campfires. Let me go ahead and turn them off. This would allow you to crouch to see further into raid bases, or if you stand up, you can go ahead and shoot at rocketers. You can also go up here to this bed to get a different angle. So yeah, they can barely see you with this peak. I know you've seen this before, originally done I think with the Hamburg. And then of course you have your grenade delivery system. Just open it up and boom, everybody dies. So yeah, so this is pretty basic. And then coming up, I know it's a lot of ladder hatches and I don't really like them, but in this case they work with this, I suppose is the only way to make it work. So this will give you your Tokyo Tower. This is a modified version of the Alone in Tokyo's tower, basically, that gives you a lot more view and a higher vantage point. Now let's go and check the main core. So we're gonna go to your starter, basically. Let me just take a route through there. Alright, so we're gonna go into that entrance into the starter. So the bunker is gonna be here. You destroy that, you basically open the bunker. Oops, let me go ahead and hold on. Yep, need to close that door and then put it right back. Okay, so on here you basically have your starter, which has the TC, has some bags. You can actually put another bag here if you have 3 people, completely up to you. So yeah, hold on, there we go. All right, and you also have a turret protecting this room as well if they try to open the garage door. So yeah, and that's the tour. Let's go ahead and build it. Okay, so the first phase of the starter is basically a 1x1 with half walls and full walls, and then you're gonna put this frame and a half wall, roof it up, and then a triangle. So this is basically the initial part of your starter base, but your starter base, of course, you'll need an airlock later on, so we'll get to that. Basically, once you put this door on, this is going to contain your TC, a workbench, 2 furnaces, 2 bags, probably 3 boxes worth of loot, and then 2 small boxes. So yeah, so this is where the workbench would go. If you place the TC correctly, you should be able to do this exactly like that. And then you can put your bags down here. If you want to put 3 bags, then you're gonna have to sacrifice putting the furnaces down. That's up to you. You can always put the extra bag later when you create your airlock. So yeah, this is where the furnaces go. You should be able to fit 2 of them right here. And climbing up the workbench, if you don't have one, use a barrel. You should be able to find a way to get up here. And then you can put 2 barrels here. If you don't have the barrels, then you're gonna have to stick with 2 boxes, or put 2 boxes and the small box before you put the roof down, which is a little bit harder but doable. So yeah, this is the initial starter, and now we're gonna create your airlock. So triangle here, and then you're gonna put a frame and another half wall on top. And on here is a half wall that you can upgrade to stone, but this is just gonna be wood because we're gonna chop it up later. That's gonna be for the other loot room. And you have your airlock. If you have a shotgun trap, you can actually put it on top of the half wall. So yeah, this is your finished starting point or starter base. And then you're gonna create the extension loot room. If you have metal already, metal that floor, and then it's gonna be the same but create it in this order, so you won't have a hard time later, and there's gonna be no extra build outs. So half wall and a full wall on the middle one, and then you're gonna go ahead and put a ramp here. This is actually optional, it's up to you. I just like to put it because it looks nice. And then on the other side, you can go ahead and chop that up, and you're gonna put a triangle and a square floor here. Alright, so now you can arrange your loot room the way you normally would do it. I just like to do it this way. Later on, you're gonna need something to jump onto to basically get on top of here, so I suggest not put the loot that you mostly use at the back barrels, or you can put something to jump onto later. But for me, this is just how I do it. Just always an option for you to do how you like to do your loot rooms. Okay, so here you're gonna go ahead and upgrade this half wall later, and then reverse it. like so. Once you have the metal, and then you can put 2 large boxes below, and then 2 small boxes. And there we go. Okay. Now here, you're able to put 2 barrels or 1 large box, but leave the middle blank like so, because later on you can put a turret there. So now you have ample enough loot room for you to be able to go ahead and get all the loot you want at the beginning of wipe. So yeah, you can put a door on that one too, and it's gonna look like this. I know it's kind of weird, but hey. And then we're gonna go ahead and create your bunker. So to create your bunker, we're gonna start with making that wood, and then just go ahead and honeycomb the base first. So we're gonna honeycomb it like this. Make sure that when you're placing the walls in the middle, that you make it metal, like what I'm doing here, because later on you won't be able to reach it anymore. That's fine, but if you forget it, it's basically okay. It's just that it's better if you do it now. So right here, go ahead and just complete the walls, doing it like so, and you can do the same on this honeycomb as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and just finish this honeycomb, and then we'll proceed to the next phase. Okay, so when you get to this roof, make sure that it's just actually wood, because that's where your entrance to second floor will be. And of course you have to make that metal, since that's going to be the basis of your bunker right there. Later on, if you have HQM, make that HQM. So you're going to have something that looks like this now, but it's not fully honeycombed, so we're going to go ahead and work on that. So you can upgrade this from the inside. I'm just doing it from the outside because I'm on a build server, but completely doable if you're ready. Like, I want to upgrade and put the honeycomb ready, you can do it from the inside. So yeah, go ahead and upgrade these like so, and you can actually do this in the order that you like. You can reach them from the inside, and it's not a problem. You might need to pick up some boxes, but they're doable. Alright, so once you have that, just go ahead and finish the honeycombing. It's basically gonna be egg-shaped starter with the full honeycomb. So yeah, you should be pretty safe, especially because it's bunkered. So once you upgrade it properly, even without fully building the base, you should have a pretty sufficient defense offline online already. So yeah, just go ahead and finish this and proceed to the next part. Okay, so on this face, we're going to be using symmetry for 3 sides. So everything that's built on one side is going to be built on the other 2 sides. This is supposedly the multi-TC shell that I did on the first build, but I don't know, somehow after the update it's not letting me do this properly. But yeah, this is how I do it now. I just attach it to the main base, which actually made the upkeep a little bigger. So that's why it's a 3-0 base now. So yeah, but anyway, go ahead and metal what I'm making metal here, and make stone what I'm making stone, and you should be fine. So this is gonna be some drop boxes, and you're gonna put them like that, and then just half wall it. And after so, we're gonna go ahead and put the entrance to the shell here. There's gonna be 3 of these all around the base. You can actually put a window in there as well. So yeah, just keep that stone for now, but this part you need to make it metal together with the foundation, because that's basically going to be the stability for the shell. Okay, just go ahead and place the doors down, and you have something that looks like this. So it's completely attached to the base, and you're going to put windows here. Okay, later on you'd be able to use those windows to see from the peak downs to outside, but also I don't really put them there, but you can put like siren lights to peek outside as well. So what we'll do here is we'll actually put these foundations. This is also another option where I placed the multi-TC before, but now since I don't know why it's not working, we're just gonna make it into a peak outside. So yeah, you've seen these before. Alright, then we're gonna put a turret pod right here and some roof ramps just so you can get a better peak angle. And yeah, there we go. And this is basically your initial shell. Alright, so from here we're gonna create your gatehouses, and to secure your build spot we're gonna put your externals. So you're gonna build your gatehouse like so, and this is not just your typical gatehouse, this would also create a funnel. So yeah, I make it that way, and then we can remove that part, and this should have enough room for the priv to be able to be on top of your current build priv, which would not let people like seal your base if you get raided. So yeah, so just put walls down here, and then we're gonna put half walls like so we can build this around right here, and then move that part up. And on here, instead of putting a window like I normally would, I'm gonna go ahead and close that part, upgrade it, and then put a frame there, and then I'm gonna put a low wall right there. That's gonna look like that. I know it looks weird for now, so just go ahead and see later what I'm gonna do. So just roof that up, and then do the same on this side. Remember, I am on 3-sided symmetry, so this is happening on the other sides as well. So yeah, just doing the same. And then on these half walls you can actually put a barrel, 2 small boxes, whatever you have available, because later on you can use that as drop boxes. That was actually a boo-boo. We're gonna have to remove that and replace it there. Alright, okay, so this is gonna be what your gatehouse looks like. You can put beds in here or just make it into your normal gatehouse, but it would actually act as a funnel. So now creating your bunkered external, I know you've seen these in a lot of videos. This is how I actually make mine. So we're gonna create these compartments. Basically, it will contain your TC, battery, a vending machine, 2 barrels, completely up to you. In my experience, when I get raided, normally people don't raid these, so you're pretty safe on here. And then we're gonna go ahead and put single doors on them, just so for extra protection. So we're gonna put the twig triangles there, and then you're gonna align that. It may take some practice, but it is doable. So if you get 79, you're good to go. You're gonna build out a triangle, square, triangle, and then go back with a triangle, square, square, triangle to create this. So you should be good to go. The disconnect mechanism work like so. Once you have that frame on there, all you have to do is basically create a ramp on top of that, and that would break the mechanism, making this disconnectable. So this is the frame that's gonna hide the gaps from your bunkered loot room or bunkered TC. So that's the only part I actually make metal. All of this I can make into stone, it doesn't matter. Alright, so on here you're gonna put your TC, and then we're gonna put a vending machine. You can also put a battery, by the way, it works really well, but I also like to put a barrel below. It just makes it easier for me to climb in and out of this external. Sometimes it's hard to get out, and you're gonna be vulnerable because it's gonna be open, right? So yep, so you're gonna have something that looks like this now. And then we're gonna create your turret pod. So go ahead and make these. I know you've seen this part with a lot of videos as well, and I always say that so I don't have to explain and reiterate them, because if you're watching my video you have to be a little bit more smarter than that, right? Okay, and then we're gonna create your other turret pods right here. So I always build these because they're just convenient to have. So actually you don't have to stone those square foundations, you could even remove them. That's up to you, but for the video's sake I just go ahead and upgrade them. That would actually lower your upkeep if you remove those and just put planter boxes on them or whatever you have. So yeah, so basically we're just going to create a layer of protection for your turret there, and the same here as well. We're going to go in and put that barrel, and we'll do the same on the other side like so. And after we've done that, we're going to put your chain link right here, but I suggest you put ones with the door on them. I mean, you could always put the one without the door, but you might not be able to replace the barrel when they get destroyed. So yeah. On this side, you're gonna create 2 triangles, and then this will basically enable you to make part of your furnace wall. So yeah, just go ahead and create a low wall here and a low wall there, and you can demolish the twig triangles right here. And you're just gonna go ahead and do it on the other side as well. So all 3 of the gatehouses are gonna have this. So just create it the way I do it, like so. Oops, upgraded the wrong thing. Need to upgrade that one. And you're gonna do it over here as well. So you build out 2 triangles, and then make your low walls like so. And then just do that on the opposite side as well. And you should have basically set up for your furnace wall. So yeah. Before doing so, let's go ahead and set up your barricades on this triangle right here. So you just create 2 triangle twigs on the side, and make sure when you place this, you do it like so in the middle of that pointed triangle. There you go. And then demolish the twig. And over on your gatehouse, we're gonna put wood frames right here, and then on the other side as well. This would enable you to create your double layer of chain link to protect your turret pod and the turret inside it. And then after so, we're gonna put triangle twigs over here and on this side as well, and we're gonna place your barricade. So place your barricade like so. Make sure that it is covering all of the gaps, so to ensure that no one can jump in easily. Okay, and remember, a lot of people watch Lone Tokyo videos, man, so a lot of them are gonna go up here. Okay, so once you have that, place your furnace the way I'm doing it, and you should be able to place your wall like so. So it should take 2 walls for you to enclose that. So once you put that part in, just make sure you stretch it all the way there to cover all gaps, and then do the same on the other side as well. Once you place your furnace, put your wall down like this, and if you're unable to reach, just stretch it out, and just to ensure that you minimize the gap as much as possible, that they still get caught by well, I don't know what you call it, thorn damage. So yeah, you can put your turrets right here. So your compound is basically gonna have 6 turrets, so it's not gonna be that easy to breach it. And the purpose of that is so they cannot push in that easily, since your peaks are not exactly like shooting floor type of peaks. Okay, and let's upgrade that. I don't know why, but I think Face Punch hates building, man. Like literally, you should be able to place that on the patches before. Now you just can't. So we're gonna do it that way. And then we're gonna make your drop boxes. So this is something special that I saw in a video. Normally, if it's a low wall, your shotgun trap is not able to shoot. But let's go ahead and place your boxes first, and then you're gonna place your shotgun traps with the combiner below it, which would elevate the shotgun trap at the height where the low wall is not hindering it anymore and it's able to shoot. You're only placing this so that people get into your shell. They're gonna have a hard time moving around. Okay, and we're gonna put these frames. You can actually put like metal doors on them, but you also have the option to put chain link doors on them as well, so you could have like better turret coverage all around. So it's a choice between separating your shell or basically allowing more turret coverage. All right, let's turn on symmetry, and let's go ahead and make these triangle floors right here. All right, so you have a choice to either go ahead and put like a low wall there, so that becomes a peak, but I don't really see the point since the base doesn't really benefit from it. So we're just gonna put those triangle floors there, and then start upgrading all of this to metal like so. Right, starting with the second floor, we're gonna go ahead and just enclose that, and remember that you have your symmetry on for this part at least, so you can have these vending machines there. Remember, vending machines have the same rate cost as a metal wall, so let's say rockets. Alright, so once you have that set, we're going to remove symmetry, and we're going to go ahead and make enclosures that look like this, basically. So on one end is going to be some loot room setup. You would normally see these in a lot of egg-shaped or egg footprint bases. Oops. And then just go ahead and close them out with garage doors. So you can put like 4 boxes on each of the 2 triangle loot rooms, but completely up to you how you want to set this all up. This is how I do it with mine. Alright, so once all that's done, you basically just spam garage doors just so you could keep the raid cost up if they're going through doors. Some of them may be splashable, but that's fine. They don't really know which way they're going to raid you from. And then you're going to make your jump up over here. Later on, you can put like a half wall there, or if you want, you can put some furnaces. It's completely up to you. But here, we're going to place 6 electric furnaces. So if you go offline, you could have a source of smelting that you don't have to worry about because it's inside the base. So I normally would have these just so to make the progress a lot faster. You can put a single door there, or if you like, you can also put a window. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put a window, whichever is comfortable for you. If you're looking to set that up, maybe put a garage door or a double door that you can remove and have better access. Now, on this side, it's going to be a little different from the other 2 sides where you're going to make this, because this is going to be where your jump up and your turret is going to be. So it's going to be placed like so, and then you're going to put 2 single doors right here, and then we're going to put these actually just to make it harder for you to fall down, because there are instances where it bugs and then you actually go through that. I don't know why, but that happens, so I'm going to put that down. You don't necessarily have to do it, but also for aesthetic's sake I put it there. And then the other 2 sides are going to look like this. So even though they do have the same peak downs, the jump up is going to be different, because here instead of having the double door frame, you're going to have a double door frame and a single door frame right here. So only one side is different, but all 3 functions basically the same. And here you're going to put your locker pods, because we are going to have beds here. This is going to be the first initial bedroom, so just do this on all 3 sides. You can put a window, like I've said, or you can put a door. The difference between a single door and a window is that a window, once they get like priv on your base, then they can just remove and get all of it. But with a door, they need to raid through it if they don't have the code. So yeah, and also doors make it easier for your teammates to access without the use of a hammer. And yeah, they're basically a little bit more secure without like people having raided. So in my opinion, that's how it works for me, at least, and how I see it. So that's why I always mostly use single doors, even though they're 1 rocket, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're also gonna go ahead and put garage doors on all of these, like so, and there. And then we're gonna fix up your loot room here. There's gonna be a total of 6 boxes here, so do it the way that I'm doing here now. You can actually put 3 barrels down here. So if you position them like that, and the reason we're putting the low wall is that if they breach that wall, they can't push in right away. Okay, that's the only purpose for it. It's not gonna make it unlootable because you can't lock barrels, but yeah, just in case people like blow through that side, they won't be able to push in right away, at least on 2 of the sides. So the other one will have a turret on it, but yeah, I mean, you never know where they're gonna push back. and you put one turret here, which will be watching the beds. It won't have perfect view of all the beds, but at least you have a turret there. That's still protection that you need. You can put tier 3 here or some boxes. Normally I would put tier 3 here. I actually don't know why I didn't, but tier 3 should fit in the middle, slanted to one of these, but you're gonna have something that looks like this after that. Now we're just gonna create your inner shell and peak down. So just put window frames. The reason I put window frames here is that so the peaks would have a slight view looking on the outside or in the compound. It's not a lot, but like I said on the intro, peak is a peak. And then we're gonna attach that there. Actually, you need to put 4 walls here. Later on, I actually put the option of you having to put like a half wall and a low wall. Later on, you'll see in this video where I fixed it. That's also an option, so it gives you more visibility, but then again, the defense compared to a full wall is also a lot lower because there's going to be a gap. And then the grenade delivery system for the ladder hatch, and then the peaks. So here I'm going to use the default skin because it covers a lot better, but for these triangles, for aesthetic's sake, I'm going to use the shipping container one. Okay, and then for support, because we are going to have your Tokyo towers above, I will place those frames. So remember, symmetry. Okay, and then we're gonna put a ladder hatch. I know that it sucks to have all these ladder hatches, but it's the only way I can make it work. Alright, you can make this stone, metal, whatever is available to you. I'm just gonna make it stone because, like, if people waste rockets on that, that's a win for you. Okay, so you're gonna put these supports here as well to keep stability up. So yeah, just basically frames, half wall, and then another pair of frames, and then that's gonna hold up this end as well. I'm gonna go ahead and make the evil worst peaks. I only call them that because I saw it first with evil worst years ago. Alright, we're gonna make that metal just so it's not susceptible to subsiding. Okay, and then you go ahead and just fix it this way. Granted, you may need to ladder up for your windmill, but yeah, it's up to you to like realize where else you want to put windmills on this. There's going to be a lot of opportunities and places where you can do that. As you can see, that's the peak right there, and then we're going to put your last ladder hatch right here, like so. And then you can also actually put bed spawns in here. So this base will ultimately have a bed spawn on every floor, except for the second floor. Alright, we're going to put a barrel there. You can use that to like duck down and have better vision, or also to store gear sets in. So for now, this is what you have. Basically a samurai armor looking thing. And I actually extended it one more floor with the Tokyo Tower just to have better vantage point. Now you can choose to put like horizontal or vertical embrasures here, whichever vision works better for you. And also on the first layers here, you can put siren lights, so you can crouch up and look outside as well from inside the shell. That's also a choice, completely up to you. And we're putting these support frames right here just in case the walls get destroyed. You would still have the roof stability to not lose your peak down right away, because those roofs basically protect you from raid bases and everything, or higher vantage point. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put your doors down. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and like put the finishing touches on the base. So just do as I do, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Alright guys, we're at that part of the video where I ask you to subscribe, leave a comment, press like, and all that. But I always tell you I appreciate you guys watching and the support. I am truly, truly thankful for it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Nito out, man.